Hello, my name is Brook Rivard. I'm a fourth-year mechanical engineering student, and I'm running to be UMSU's next Vice President of Finance and Operations. Running for UMSU in general, I've decided to run because I've been on so many councils and I've seen the good that being on a council can do for the student population, and I just really enjoyed being a part of that community. The VPFO position in specific I want to run for because I feel this is where I can cause the most change that directly aligns with my way of thinking and how I view the union can best, changed a little bit, benefit itself and benefit students a bit more. To me, the current most pressing issue facing students in relation to UMSU isn't actually directly related to my position as Vice President of Finance and Operations, but instead students and the union as a whole. There's been a growing disconnect between students and the union meant to represent them that I view as just horrible. This needs to be reversed. There needs to be a stronger connection, stronger engagement between students and their union leaders. Without this connection, the union stands for nothing. The union is meant to adequately and accurately represent students' voices and advocate for them. Without a connection and engagement, this can't happen. So to remedy this, I would love to increase participatory budgeting. Students should have a say in where their money goes, and they should actually be able to see how that gets spent. With being able to see how it gets spent, I'd love for there to be increased transparency on UMSU financials. Once students can actually see where the money's going, why it's being spent there, they'll actually be able to relate with UMSU and understand their reasonings and form a better connection. Within the UMSU budget, I believe there are a couple things that can be better put towards benefiting students. So one of that is the hamper program. This year we saw record numbers of students sign up for the holiday hamper program and for the food bank provided by UMSU. They actually needed to get an increase of $10,000 from the finance committee to satisfy the needs of all the students who were requesting it. I would like to see this fund increased, as well as the hardship fund increased, because with COVID, with everyone going to an online atmosphere, people have really felt the impact. There are many things I believe that can be changed and implemented to better benefit students. This past year with COVID, we've seen horrible, horrible things happen to students' finances, none so affected as much as the international population. Things that I believe in the budget that would help students adversely affected by this pandemic and not being able to work, or their family not being able to directly contribute to their university expenses as much as they had wanted, would be the increase of the holiday hamper program, which we saw record numbers this year. They actually needed to get a $10,000 increase in the budget. The hardship fund, I would like to increase, as this is where students can go to should they actually need more finances in their hard times, as the name suggests. And also, I would like to see the expansion of the budget for the food bank program. This is something else that any student can rely upon should they be facing hard times. And it's just something that UMSU should be able to provide for students should they need it. It's been hard on all of us, but I believe that it offers a reset point, a moment of pause where we as UMSU can really reevaluate what it means to be a student union. In doing this, as we wait for the university's decision on if classes will be in person or online again in fall, we can take a look at ourselves and how we operate as a union. We need to address the issues of connection and engagement for sure. To increase both of these, of course, being back on campus will allow for more face-to-face time and in-person activities with students, the union, and all different groups of councils. This is something I would really hope to promote and bring more of in the coming years to make up for lost time. Of course, COVID has also seen the closure of our businesses. So in this time where they are closed, I'd love to look at how they're structured, working hand in hand with the general manager and the managers of each business. I want, when it reopens, students get the first available chance at being workers at these businesses. They've felt the brunt of increased tuition, uncertain times around finances, and they should be the ones who are financially aided by these job availabilities. One thing I'd just like to tell students and have them here is get involved with student governance. A student union can't work unless you're involved in the decision-making process, you're involved in seeing where your money is being spent. So please, get educated, get involved, vote involved UMSU. I'm Brook Rivard, and I want to be your next Vice President, Finance and Operations.